Hey guys and girls, my name's Alan and today I have another Black Ops 3 gameplay commentary for you. As promised, it is a new map. I have not shown any footage yet, I don't think, of this map. This map is called Infection and it's a pretty freaky map because if you'll see later on, half of the map is sort of flat and level like this, the other half, as you can see in the top right, is at an angle. And well, I won't make any spoiler remarks, but yeah, I probably shouldn't say anything else after that. So yeah, so the game mode is Demolition, which I have previously featured, but as I said, the gameplay is different, and also the character ability I'm using is different as well. So I'm using Seraph and I'm using Combat Focus. So if you didn't know, Combat Focus is a passive ability, so it doesn't help you get any kills by directly killing enemies, but it can help you get score streaks. So if you watch in the corner, the little meter's filling up, and basically when that meter fills up, I can activate it, and then anything I do within the next, I'm not sure what the time frame exactly, I think by default it will last for like 10-15 seconds or something like that. Anything I do within that time frame, my XP will be doubled. Was it tripled? Well, I get a lot more XP than what I'd normally do. So if I get, say, 100 points, 100 XP per kill, I would then get, say, 200. And so I can build up my score streaks quickly. But as I said, unless you actually get score streaks with it, it doesn't help you get kills directly. So it's one of those risk reward sort of things. I've used it a little bit. I find myself leaning back on things that I can actually get kills with though. So things like the Annihilator, the War Machine, what's that minigun called now? You know, on the robot. Bloody whatever. The point is that little minigun thing. So things that can get me kills, that's what I generally lean on. But I figured I'd try this because, as I said, it does double your experience for a set amount of time. So it's perfect to use in like an objective-based game mode, which is what I'm playing. So my thought process was going into this game was if I put it on, and then say I plant a bomb and I activate it or something, and then if it detonates, and I get a massive chunk of score streak sorted. And also, if I just plant a bomb when I activate it, that also gives me a nice little chunk of experience as well. So, I mean, it's definitely a more tactical in terms of ability. You know, it's not as carefree. You sort of have to pick your moments when you use it, because if you waste it, then obviously you might as well have brought something else along in the first place because you haven't really made use of the ability. As you can see, I'm still using the Man of War. Again, it's silenced and with a red dot, but the camo is a little bit different. So the thing about the weapons in this game is that I've sort of used one weapon until I've managed to get it gold, and then I'll move on to the next one, and so on and so forth. So you'll see like the same weapons being used over again until obviously I change to my next weapon, and then I'll start the grind on that one. So until I actually get them, well, all the ones I want to do gold, I probably won't use the same weapons again, unless basically I have the good weapons set as like one of the classes. So if I'm having a really crappy performance, or if I'm getting shit on, or if I join a game late or something like that, I'll bust out one of my better classes, and then hopefully I won't do badly or turn my performance around if I am doing badly. Not a lot for me to say, to be honest. I mean, I've already talked about Demolition in game mode. I've already talked about the Man of War as a weapon. I kind of covered Combat Focus now. I mean, as you can see, it's all full up, and I think I do. There you go. As I say, I do use it. So as you can see, the little meter slowly drips down. But anything that I do, for example, there. So normally that kill would have only been 50, I think. So in that situation, I got 200 instead of 50. So it times by 4, and then I get another one. And as you can see there, I got full streaks. I mean, I had partial score anyway in my score streak tank, but by activating it then and getting a couple of kills, I actually managed to complete my score streaks. And if I had something higher, I probably could have worked towards that as well. So as I said, it's a risk reward sort of thing. It's a very tactical ability. Nice sort of tripper there with the Hellstorm. This is pre-buff, by the way, so this is like when the game first came out and it was weak as shit. Okay, what were we talking about? Yeah, struggling for topics, that's what I was talking about. So I hope you've been enjoying my Destiny walkthrough with my boys Tyrone and Tommy. I think we do have quite a bit of fun in that game. It's a shame that we haven't been able to play a lot more than what we wanted to. Everyone's got different jobs and everyone's working different schedules and stuff, so it's hard to like pinpoint evenings or even days. Like during the weekend, we're not always free either, so it's hard to pinpoint times where we can actually play. But as I said, I think I've got quite a lot of footage, and I am uploading quite regularly. I don't know if you've noticed. Oh, I should also mention that I'm not actually uploading to this channel, so if you're wondering what the hell I'm talking about, the gameplay is all on my other channel. So I now have, it's a bit confusing, I know, forgive me, but I now have 3 channels. So I've got Acorn Vision, which is dedicated to news and my personal thoughts and opinions, you know, reactions, that sort of thing, to news articles that I do. So that's on Acorn Vision. And then this channel, Acorn Vision Gaming, which is where you'll find all my gameplay commentaries and just highlights, collections, that sort of thing, like clips, you know, that sort of thing. And then obviously I set up my 3rd channel, which is called Sir_Alan_Plays. And that is where you'll find all my, well, that's where you will find all my gameplay walkthroughs, and that's where I've been uploading my my Destiny walkthroughs. In addition to Destiny, the Taken King walkthrough that I'm doing, I'm also in the process of uploading quite a few The Last of Us videos. I'm not sure at this point of this commentary going live whether I've actually published any of The Last of Us videos yet, because once you've uploaded a video, you've got to do obviously the tags, descriptions, and sorting out the rest of it. I mean, there's a lot more behind the scenes stuff than some people think goes on with YouTube, but I mean, I enjoy it, otherwise I wouldn't spend so much time and effort doing it. So if you're looking forward to, I mean, I mentioned it a couple of weeks ago, so if you are looking forward to watching me play The Last of Us, it is coming very soon, if not pretty much at the same time as when this video is live, then there should be 1 or 2 videos up already. It's a good game, The Last of Us. I mean, obviously, before I started playing it, I heard a lot of things about it, and so obviously I was eager to play it. And obviously, it's made by Naughty Dog as well, and I'm a big fan of what they do, especially with the Uncharted franchise, as I've probably said many times before. And granted, it's a little bit different to what I normally play. I mean, I normally play like first-person shooters and that sort of thing, you know, like a lot of action, quite fast-paced. The Last of Us is a little bit more, I wouldn't say slow, but it's a different pace of game. So it's a lot more tempered style of play. You sort of have to work your way around environments, and it's just different. I mean, it's not that I'm not used to games like that. It's just obviously, as I said, I don't play them a lot. So when I do pick it up and play it, I sort of have to adjust my play style, which takes a bit of getting used to. But yeah, I'm having fun with it so far, and well, I won't spoil it, so I won't talk about it anymore. But as I said, if you want to see me play it, I have recorded all of that stuff as a live commentary. So I'm recording myself talking as I'm playing it, so you can sort of, you know, gain a little insight into my reactions. And obviously, I do talk about the game as I'm playing it. So again, you can sort of see my thoughts on that. Okay, so back to Black Ops 3. I've just picked up an ICR. I don't know if I've talked about this weapon. I think I do use it in another video actually, so I don't know how much I want to talk about it in this game. But as you can see, quite good iron sights. A bit different as well compared to all the other iron sights in the game. Rate of fire is quite decent as well, but as you saw there, damage is a little bit weak, even though the weapon is pretty accurate when you ADS. So I've decided to switch class, switch out to the KN44. Usually I'll switch out classes if the team isn't doing as well as I think they should be doing, or if maybe my performance isn't that great. So again, this is what I mentioned earlier, so you should always have a class that you can fall back onto if you don't think, I mean, like, you should never go into a game with like classes where they're all fresh to you, you know what I mean? You should have at least one class which you're confident in using, you're comfortable in getting kills with, and you know it's going to help you when you put it on. And the KN44, as I said in the previous video, in probably several previous videos, is a good weapon. I do enjoy using it, and it's got good rate of fire, it's good accuracy. Anyway, I won't cover it again because I've already covered it before. But as you can see, I've jumped straight on the objective because I didn't think my team were doing it. I've got flak jacket on, which is essential when you're playing objective-based game modes, because there's nothing worse than jumping on an objective and getting killed. Because not only are you going to get annoyed, which is then going to impact the rest of your performance in the game, which it does for me anyway. You've given the enemy an easy kill, you've also given them a nice chunk of XP because they've taken you off an objective, and you failed to complete whatever it is that you were doing. So, as I said, you should always have classes tailored to what game mode you're playing, and you should always pick weapons accordingly as well. So, I mean, I put on the KN44 because it's a pretty good all-round weapon. I quite like using it, whether it's CQC or mid to long range. But I could have easily put on an SMG or something as well, and that would have done me just as well. So, as the first time I was watching this, I was thinking, why are you calling in a lightning strike so late into the round? Because, you know, next round's going to start. But then I realised, obviously, we won that round. So as you saw there, well, as you will see, I finished top of the leaderboard. I managed to get a single detonation of a bomb, but it was the game-winning detonation, so can't say better than that. Never say that I'm not an objective-based player, or a team player for that matter. See, when my team weren't, well, I mean, I guess we all did quite well. We'll see in a second what the scoreboard is, but I'm not afraid to get my hands dirty if I need to, and I've got a class ready-made for when I do need to get my hands dirty. So that is this gameplay commentary wrapped up then for this week. So until the next one, as always, I will leave the medals to roll out. There you go. That's the. I think as a whole we did okay. Half the other team rage quit though, so that probably helped. I don't know if they rage quit before or after they lost though. Anyway, so until the next time, thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you later.
Oh,